He was a big guy. A lot bigger than you. But you tell me you didn't get along?
No, I mean, I did. Most part, you got to. You're sharing a house, like I'm saying. I mean, he gets you high, man, but he's creep. I ain't want to know him.
Tell me about Ledoux.
The title has reference to areas of law enforcement, and that who goes there is the famous long-standing sentries call, the guardsman's call, who goes there. This episode, if it has a unified theme, it would be identity and the masks people can wear. We both see Hart's double life revealed and exploding in his face. And then he has to lead a different kind of life as he's kicked out by his wife and living basically with Cole.
I love you, honey. I ain't giving up.
Marty's obviously going through his own personal crisis, and the work at this point is something that can keep him afloat.
And when the two men join up, there's a sort of passing of the baton that occurs, where now the narrative is going to go mostly towards Cole, whereas in the first half, the narrative was mostly Hart.
Cole sort of takes lead, at least in this element of getting Ledoux into custody. And I think that Marty agrees with them that if they were to go about this the normal way, there's no way they'd find him or get to him.
Cole has to adopt his old undercover identity that he had before he joined State CID in order to get close to a motorcycle gang that their suspect, Reggie Ledoux, deals meth for.
Hey, get a line on their supplier. Confirm it's Ledoux. Bring him in.
In order to do this, Cole has to once again transgress the laws of man in order to serve a higher moral function. So he steals cocaine from the evidence locker, and if that looked too easy, it was that easy back then.
They really should have a better system for this.
So he goes along, hoping, like any decent guy in his position, to mitigate the damage and to snatch his man away as soon as he can.
You got my word. You back me on this, I back you.
The first thing I saw in the stash house sequence was a moment of real-time action taking place over like 10 to 15 pages. Usually we're jumping around in time or jumping backward and forward in time. So knowing that we were going to be locked into this moment, it was the perfect opportunity to just run one long take where a lot of things are happening, a lot of variables are at play.
We follow Cole in a one-take gauntlet through the projects, dodging cops, dodging armed clockers, dodging gunfire.
The process of walking through it and all the extras in the background and all the things that are happening was actually pretty wild and hard to manage. So we had maps drawn, like I had maps drawn on the path, where these things were gonna happen so everyone could look at it from a top down, understand how this whole choreography was gonna play out. You get that many people all together at once, reenacting essentially a riot, anything can go wrong. Even if we already know that Cole survived because we've been seeing him in 2012 interrogations, it was extremely important that the tension is maintained throughout so that as an audience, you're able to experience whatever fear he might be having at that moment, but also experience the consequences of that decision.
Shit. You visit a lot of gun shows?
It's just some stuff I kept in case some work came back on me.
The interesting moment, too, is trying to figure out what to put in that locker that felt real and didn't feel like we were just trying to make him look like he was some kind of action hero in his previous life, but somebody who lived a kind of existence that had been shut away but not completely forgotten.
And that's our first clue that this man used to be something else. In this sense, the identity we see Cole take on, in some way it's like we're seeing the man in his element for the first time. He knows he's gonna have to do drugs in order to be with these guys. They're gonna test him. They test him, so he does them. And we see how far Cole is willing to go. And so, while we did not fully catch up to the monster, we end with Hart and Cole fleeing the scene of the stash house robbery, even as the Beaumont police converge and firefight breaks out. And Cole's managed to kidnap Ginger, his contact, who is going to have to lead him to Reggie Ledoux.